Hello, everybody, and welcome to Zeus Angel Mystic Arrow. How are you guys doing? Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. And I thought I would do a little special collective read for everyone. So, the way that it works is I have three cards here. I'll put timestamps up later, you guys, but choose your own message. In fact, I suggest you watch all of them, but I'm going to do them in this order. So, um, Des- Destiny, Destiny's number one, Destiny's number one, Miracles number two, and then we have Soulmate. So, these are all coordinated to a chakra. The gray is for the crown chakra. So if you're having a lot of thoughts in your head, if you're overthinking, now the yellow is the solar plexus chakra. You know, people are going to be eating a lot today. So if you have tummy issues, and then red is the root chakra. So if you're just feeling generally out of whack, that's the root chakra. Okay, so go ahead, pick number one, destiny, two, miracle, three, soulmate, and we'll do a reading here. So the reading is going to be your present situation, your emotional reaction, what is blocking you, who's surrounding you. So basically, who's on your mind, the outcome, and advice. So I'm going to pull cards and an oracle card for all the signs. So let's get into it. Okay, I have my rose quartz here, which is for love to help us open our heart chakra. Rose quartz, call in love. And as always, can't see this on camera, you guys, because of the way that I have my setup, but I'm lighting some candle and we'll do an energy clearing before we get into the reading. What that does is that helps put you in a more relaxed vibe, more relaxed mood, and hopefully getting some positive vibrations. Okay, so, and then we'll get into the reading. Okay, so let's do some sound healing. Let's light some Palo Santo to cleanse the cards, to cleanse the air, cleanse all of our energy. And then I will begin with pile number one, which is destiny. You can come back later and watch the timestamps. All right. Get into your reading for pile number one. I'll read from the book first. This is destiny. You can see. So for some of you, it could be religious. I feel like they're in a religious institution here. This is the crown chakra. So let's read pile number one, destiny, the crown chakra. What is your destiny during this Thanksgiving? Okay, so we have together we are stronger than alone. Black and white are in heaven waiting to go back to earth yet again to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appeal to the council of great spirits who turn down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Wow. Together they accomplish greater things than they could have done alone. Take a risk. Dare to have your life the way that you decide. Wow. So this is almost like the lover's card, this destiny card, because they were appealing the fact that their love was rejected. So some of you guys could be dealing with a relationship where you feel as though the love has not been reciprocal, that it's been full of ups and downs. So let's pull some cards for you. The trials and tribulations of a past life love. That seems to be the basis, but Also, it can sometimes be about persevering with what you're called to do on this planet. Okay, so for pile number one, let's see what y'all could be going through right now. We're using the tarot of the divine. So, as I mentioned before, present situation, emotional reaction, blocks, who surrounds you, outcome, and advice. That's what we're pulling today, okay, for each pile. So let's see, let's get into it. What's the present situation for pile number one, destiny? What's the present situation? What's the present situation? Ooh, we got two cards. The Emperor reverse. This has been coming out for a lot of the signs. Some of you are dealing with issues of control or power struggles. Could be issues with your father or a boss. Yeah, there is somebody here who won't back down. Okay, there is somebody here who has a chip on their shoulder. For some of you, this person could be very controlling, somewhat possessive or abusive, even. I don't like that, to be honest with you. So, the present situation is feeling battle fatigue from some of you are either feeling like someone's trying to control you or like you have no control over a situation, issues of authority. Some of you, it's Thanksgiving. It could be a father figure, it could be your parents, could be a boss, and it could be your partner. Okay, so what's the emotional reaction here? Sending you a great big hug if you're dealing with that. What's the emotional reaction here? Two of Cups, harmonizing. So this is somebody that you're wanting to harmonize with. It's like you want to have an equal exchange of energy. Yeah, for some of you guys, I feel like we want to see this person, you want to visit them, something like that. But there's this sense of pain, hurt, or rejection, sending you a big hug. Okay, what is in the blockage here for pile number one? Six of Cups. Some of you could have children with someone, or this is about your childhood. For some of you, once again, I'm going back to that. It's your father. So if you're in a relationship that's tumultuous, we sometimes play out the relationships we had with our parents. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Um, our parents have such a huge effect on us that if we don't have a good relationship with them, it's going to manifest in all of our relationships. So there's something from your past. We're still in Mercury retrograde. There's like another 2 days of retrograde. This is retrograde energy. That's when things from the past resurface. And it's not always a person. Sometimes it's issues that you have. Okay. So, but there could also be a lack of communication or distance. And in the blockage, the Eight of Wands, someone could be blocked, someone could be at a distance. There's a lack of communication about how you feel in regards to this matter. So if there was something from your childhood, I feel like maybe you weren't able to stand up to that person. And now it's repeated in all your lives. Your boss, is terrible to you. Your friends are terrible to you. Your partners aren't good to you because you never got to stand up to that person from your childhood. Okay, so who is surrounding pile number one during this time? There could be a fire sign. I was pulling Aries. Doesn't have to be. This is a very charming person. This might be someone who seems to have everything. It's almost like how you have like a relative who tries to tell you how to do things, or like they dress sharply, they look good, they have things going for them, and they're trying to give me advice like I don't know how to live my life. Okay, for some of you guys. But it does feel like either it could be a fire sign, it could be a Taurus here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles here. I feel like this person is somebody who does good in their job. Some of you, this could be a work message, but I feel like there's somebody around you. They could live at a distance because I was kind of picking up energy, especially if you're going to visit your family here. Somebody here who's good at making things happen. They're a master manifestor. They're successful. So what's the outcome here? What's the outcome? Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. Work on it. Do the inner work. I'm heavily picking up on a work message. Some of you guys have a boss who is overly controlling, and this is an issue that that you've been dealing with. Eight of Pentacles, work. Give me another card on the advice here. So I sometimes see the Eight of Pentacles as doing the inner work, but also potentially you could be working too much. You might need to take a break because you see how she's like hurting herself. It's like somebody who's hurt is working themselves to the bone. They don't get a break and they're hurting because they're not taking a break. They're not taking care of themselves. Take a break if you need to. Take care of your mental health. Take care of yourself. And there's this sense of somebody here trying to tell you to do more when you're already doing a lot. Another part of the advice. King of Pentacles. Protect yourself. I feel like this is a work message for a lot of you guys. If it is about a relationship, I feel like there could be some financial codependency going on. If this is a romantic relationship, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of romance here, but I feel like you guys could need to protect yourself in the work environment or protect your finances. We have the turtle, we have the tree, and I feel like for some of you, you could be looking for a new job, more sources of income. Anything else, spirits, angels, and guides? Some of you guys have to leave. I do feel like this energy of you visiting someone, like maybe you're going to visit your family. But I feel like some of you guys need to get a new job or leave your current situations because it's too stressful. Some of you guys aren't getting a break. There's some sense of like somebody throwing their weight around or, trying to micromanage you. And I don't like that. I don't know if it is a boss, if it's a family member, but this is just kind of saying take a break, defend yourself here. If you need to leave, leave. Okay. So, anything else? Two of Wands. Yeah, I see you out there planning some potentially a move here for some of you guys, making other plans for yourself because there's a sense of feeling overworked or feeling overburdened or even potentially abused. I hate to say that, you guys. Get out of that situation and protect yourself at all costs. If you need to take a break, take a break. Okay, let's get an oracle card. Go to calmer waters for pile number 1. Ooh, we have let it go. Some of you guys need to let go of somebody who is overly controlling, throwing their weight around, and making you feel small. I was getting the sense of you feeling small and not feeling in your power. So make the changes that you need. Okay, let's get a hidden message. This will be for like more like a romantic message. Some of you guys. Ooh, it says, I hide my true desires for you. Okay, moving on to pilot number 2, which is miracle. Okay, so this is the solar plexus chakra, which is the gut. So if you need a miracle right now, this is for you. What's going on? And we'll read from the book. Miracle. Darkville is a town of self-centered people. One day, Betty is given too much change after making a purchase, and she returns the extra money. A brilliant light bursts from the stump of a dead oak tree in the center of the town. The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, but neither question the sun's sparkler nor change their cheating ways. One day, a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed occurs. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. Do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. A lot of you guys are pure of heart out there, and there is a blessing coming in for you because you're you're being recognized for having some kind of innocence or having some kind of pure of heart here. And if not, do a good deed because that will change your karma and your fate. But a lot of you guys have that coming in because you're recognized for being very pure, and a lot of people around you are not as pure and innocent and honest and trustworthy as you. Okay, get a message from the tarot for you guys. Miracles happen when you believe them and when you act a certain way. All right, miracle. Let's see what's going on for you. Pile number two. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Collaboration. Collaboration. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. So, you know what? This card has been coming out for a lot of the signs. And I feel like some of you have dealt with people who were not very nice to you. Okay. And let's see what the emotional reaction is. Two of Wands. I feel like you guys are in this energy of waiting and trying to plan what your next move is. Eight of Swords. Some of you guys feel stuck in a situation. What's the blockage here? I feel like Eight of Swords is sort of the blockage. And I feel like the thing is that if you're talking negatively about yourself, then you're going to attract people who talk negatively about yourself. So start with the inner work, start doing the affirmations and talking better to yourself. And you'll see that you don't deserve, to have people verbally sparring with you. See what the blocks are. The Sun. Yeah, a lot of you guys are lacking optimism. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's this sense of overgiving to compensate. And I feel like people could take advantage of the fact that you're, being overly generous. And, it's like I'm being nice. I'm doing things for people. And instead, they're being cruel to me. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Some of you could have seasonal affective disorder as well. Let's see who surrounds you. Who's surrounding you? This message has been coming out for all the signs, okay? So a lot of you guys are dealing with people who are trying to tell you what to do, but have things their way. Some of you could be a water sign or an Aries. I don't really like this, you guys, because let's see what the outcome is. It's almost like this person, somebody who like butters you up or who's really charming and really nice. And then, you get to know them more and it seems like they're very controlling or they have to have things their way. So a lot of you guys are, could have struggles with your parents. And that's been coming out for a lot of the signs right now because it's the holidays. Queen of Pentacles. Give me more on the advice. I feel like you guys are going to nurture yourself, okay? You're going to understand to put that energy back into yourself. And yes, Five of Pentacles. Some of you guys are fixing your financial struggles, and that's going to make you feel more empowered to kind of walk away from people who are undeserving of you and potentially fixing some sort of abandonment wounds as well. Let's see what the outcome is, or the advice is here. Let's see what the advice is. Ace of Wands. Yes. Okay. So Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. There is this energy of you cutting out BS with somebody here who's being overly controlling with you. But I feel like there's this new source of inspiration coming for you because I feel like you're not being your normal lovey-dovey self, and it's gonna work in your favor here. It's almost like I'm having a villain era because I've been too giving to people, and it just caused me to feel more alone. And I feel like now it's like a switch, and something new and amazing will come out of that, will come out of you. Like, how do I say this? Because the Queen of Swords is someone who doesn't take any crap. They're very intimidating in a way. And I'm not saying you're being intimidating. I'm saying that you understanding your worth and you standing in your power and not allowing people to cross you or talk to you a certain way um, is gonna help, either for money or for love for some of you. So it actually looks really good. I feel like, yeah, I'm standing up to people, places, and things. Yes, 10 of Cups. I love this for you. This is a happy family. So some of you could be putting boundaries up with family, or really just not taking any crap. This is like, I'm out of here. I'm not taking any more crap. And it ends up working out for you. It ends up leading you to something amazing here. 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I love that. Okay, let's get an oracle card. Ooh. Divine Matrix. So this is kind of saying, this is more of a manifestation card for me. You know, the Matrix is like anything that you can think to create, you will. And I feel some of you going after something and thinking it's a miracle that I got this new job. It's a miracle that I met my husband. It's a miracle that I finally stood up to my uncle who was always rude to me, or to my partner. And look what happened. And everyday miracles happen all the time. The fact that we wake up, the fact that we're able to express ourselves, the fact that we're able to go after that dream and it comes to fruition, that's a miracle. Okay, hidden message. Unfinished business, karmic ties still bind you together. So there could be a karmic relationship some of you guys are praying for a miracle on, and the answer is to stand your ground. Make sure you get the truth. Don't let someone talk down to you. And there's also a message here about over giving to people and to try and like rein them a little bit. Okay, so last but not least, we have the Soulmate card. Pile number 3 is the Soulmate. So this one will be more romantic. And I'm going to use my Jane Austen deck. I love this deck. Okay. So we're going to do present situation. What's the present situation for pile number 3? 4 of Wands, celebration. I mean, it's Thanksgiving. So sometimes this is an engagement. I feel like a lot of you guys could be wanting a proposal or wanting an engagement. You could be seeing someone that you really like at like a Friendsgiving or something like that. Give me another card on the present situation. This is also, I sometimes see the 4 of Wands as the 4s as home. So could just be at home, dreaming about somebody here, making a wish. Yeah, I do feel like there's this, because the 9 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Some of you guys could be having drinks at your house or your family house. This is also a wish. So a lot of you guys are wishing for a proposal or wishing for an engagement. You're wanting this to happen. Emotional fulfillment. It's almost like I am just working to feel good on my own, so that when I do meet soulmate or life partner, that things go smoothly, because we all know how it goes when you meet the right person and you're not ready emotionally, mentally, your life's a mess. You can end up sabotaging something, if you're not ready for it. So this is this energy of I'm getting ready for it. I'm doing my law of assumptions. I'm doing my affirmations. I've healed my trauma. I've healed my abandonment wounds, my wounds, all of that. I've done all of that. And I feel good being single, but I still am wishing and wanting for that. And so let's see the emotional reaction here. What's the emotional reaction? Okay. Defensiveness. Also, yes, fighting. Okay, for some of you guys are fighting with someone. Temptation. It could be a Capricorn. Yeah, these are fighting words, you guys. So, and this is probably going to pull past energy or current. And there's this sense I'm on a break from someone because all we did is fight. I'm really wishing and hoping that we could be together. I'm gonna pull. I want to clarify why that's there, but to me, it just looks like fighting or having to put up boundaries because the Seven of Wands is actually standing for your convictions and putting up boundaries where boundaries need to be. But it can sometimes translate to fighting, especially with the Five of Wands here. But this could also be somebody who's very attractive, and maybe there are a lot of people who want this person because this is temptation here. So okay, let's see. We're going to see who surrounds you as well. This is an emotional reaction. So some of you could get defensive when you meet somebody that's attractive or that you're tempted by. What's in the blockage here for pile number 3, soulmate? What's in the blockage? Five of Swords. I don't like that. I don't like that. Severity. Mind games. I want to win at all costs. This is like ego battles. Okay, the Five of Wands can be ego battles. It can be petty fighting, and this is straight up strategic manipulation. I'll do what it takes to win, and I really don't like that. That's Five of Swords. This is in reverse though, so somebody could owe someone an apology. Like I'm gonna have to clarify. Give me one more card on that. Why is the Five of Swords here in the blockage? Two of Cups. There was a fallout. So this is saying that there was a fallout with someone you considered a soulmate. Um, maybe they said something to trigger you intentionally, which is not cool. Let's see who's around you. Who is this person who's triggering you? It's been coming out a lot of the signs. People throwing around their authority, people playing mind games. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are in this energy of uncertainty, wondering if you should move away from someone. Somebody here, or they feel that way about you. And the Two of Pentacles is juggling, but I feel like what this is saying is they go back and forth between wanting this and not wanting it. There could be distance between the two of you. I feel like there's this sense of I don't want to fight. I don't want to be arguing because the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords. So somebody here is having difficulty taking accountability for their part, and it's almost like somebody's ego got bruised, and they're not sure if they even want to fix it because then they would have to swallow their pride, take accountability. So let's see what the outcome is. Let's see what the outcome is. The outcome. Ooh, Seven of Swords. I don't really like that. Seven of Swords is choices, options. Woo. Okay, one more card in the outcome. So I feel like some of you guys could just, yeah, I don't like that. Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords has been coming out for a lot of the signs. These people are in their heads. They're overthinking. They're doing more thinking than they are action. And we have the Justice card and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this person is feeling victimized. I feel like they're playing the victim. And I don't know. Let's see what the advice is. I don't really like that, to be honest with you. For some of you, they could have a legal past as well. Because that could be like put away somewhere. Ugh, what's the outcome? Or I mean, what's the advice? I don't really like that in the outcome. Okay, so the advice. I feel like some of you guys are going to know going in a direction. You don't want somebody who is wishy-washy about you. You don't want someone who is still playing the field. So the Fool is a new beginning, and we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Do not let this person know how you feel, at least not right away. Use your intuition. The High Priestess is using their intuition because a lot of you guys are super psychic, and with these two cards together, the Queen of Cups is psychic. The High Priestess is psychic. You know, when I say psychic, I mean they have an inner knowing about them, and I feel like a lot of you guys know that you'd be better off going in a new direction here. I feel like you're still looking for your soulmate. I feel like you're at an odds with an individual here who doesn't want to swallow their pride or take accountability, where there was a lot of fighting, a lot of back and forth. And now it's just like uncertainty, right? Like there's this energy of I have two different realities in front of me. And one reality is where I suck it up, forever resentful and happy with this person. And there's another reality where you go after something bigger and better. The Fool. So I feel like you guys could leave a situation where we're on the fence, or this already happened. Tarot is timeless. You could be in this energy of I'm keeping to myself right now, but I'm looking for new opportunities, potentially in the fall or in the spring or in the summer, Aries season, because this is the Fool. So that would be March or April. Okay. Let's see. And trust me, a lot of the signs are going through this right now because we are in the year number 9, and number 9s are endings. And that to me is just completing karmic contracts, letting things go, learning the lessons, not overgiving, not letting people control you, staying too long in relationships, being a pick me, all that. Okay, right? Because we're overcoming generational trauma, and next year is going to be the year where there's more momentum in a positive direction. The Roses Kiss. Some of you guys could have a kiss under the mistletoe at Christmas. That's just a prediction. Let's get some hidden messages. Okay. Trauma bond. What ties us together is subconscious pain. Some of you guys could have experienced a trauma bond. We all go through those at one period of time. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. I'll probably pop back on just to chat with you guys. If you're, not doing Turkey Day, feel free to come back. But thank you so much for spending time with me. I'm gonna put up the timestamps if you want to go back and watch a particular pick-up file. You're welcome to. I'll see y'all later. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.